Disclaimer. There's a timestamp for skipping this. Click it if you're the person who handles all the teensy intruders in the household. I don't know just who watches these vids, so this is your first and last warning that there are big bit rendered bugs in this video. That includes big ants, bee spooters, and thicker wasps. This game triggers my fight or flight almost as much as the actual EDF experience. I'll say again, there are bungalow-sized anthropods and arachnids in this video. If that skeeves you out, I still fully get it. Please do yourself a favor, skip this one. You powered through the thumbnail, I appreciate you. Had the patience to hear this disclaimer, I appreciate you. Want to greet a rather rude bug with the business end of a firearm for trespassing? Enemy destruction is the name of the game. It's the giant wasp. Or the queen ant. Or a queen ant? I'm not too sure. Earth Defense Force World Brother is video game proof that no matter what your nationality, something having more than 4 limbs and being bigger than you makes you violently uncomfortable. In Minecraft... Yeah, I'm not gonna bother making that joke because I know what voxel style means in comparison to Notch's wrecked teeth. For those of you who wanted to sacrifice more brain cells to Russian Badger's video, stick around for a bit. I might have something interesting here. World Brothers is set in a different canon from the OG EDF-GU-EXP. So the story, as usual, doesn't fucking matter and is near non-existent. Too long didn't watch, around 2020, some giant thing called Dark Tyrant pulled up to the Earth with 6 mother-of-all blickies claiming,
"Yeah, this year only gets worse, y'all. Nothing personal, not sorry."
And proceeded to run Earth's fade so hard it realized it knows none of the planets in our solar system and blew up. Still with me? Great. Let's get bustin'. As the last line of defense for a broken block, you must drop into dangerous zones and recover the land. What does that mean? Squat up, ready up, and get ready to shoot bugs in their ugly faces. Each mission has 3 characters littered about that you'll need to do the squat up part of this mission. Finding these quirky characters is your main way of speccing up. Unlike EDF OG, you don't get airdropped weapons. You're finding fallen brothers, giving them a res, and now they have to do what you say. Why? My brother in Christ, we are now an endangered species.
Brother. Hey sister, everyone's hecka dead. OMG, I thought you were like...
Little tangent. I find the fact that there's a brother for each country funny, specifically because the US sounds exactly like a cartoon, not echoed version of the most hyped calls from the actual games. This game has the comedic casting of Super Punch-Out, and I find that funny. Not always, though. Back to the epic. Enemy destruction is the name of the game, and what better way to motivate you than make all of your enemies literal things. Yeah, I'm not just borrowing this joke, it just makes so much sense to my brain that I can't stop using it. So if it sounds familiar, I don't blame you. It's a bit of a fusion, huh? So you drop into a level and get rushed down by a horde of nopes that shit all manner of projectile at you. I'm being literal here. Shoot, slash, and bomb the horde while checking your mini-map for colored dots. Reds are nopes to shoot, green are yips to pick up, and pink are hey sisters and brothers who fell in combat and need a res. You don't have to go looking for these people. However, these guys are the upgrade crates for the veteran EDF tours. Getting new units will give you new weapons. Getting the same unit will subsist it into the first unit, making it still stronger. Weapons are going to vary person to person, but they got it all. Rifles, launchers, missile tracers, a sword and shield, pistols, knives. There are so many things you can use to eject extraterrestrial bug nopes from the planet. Once you have a few effigies to kit yourself up, it's time to activate the grind, because each active character gains armor. No EXP shares in these streets either, honey. Put them to work or use them for cover fire. Use, max armor gain. Cover fire, participant armor gain. Each mission you do tracks how many kills you got with each character and gives them a little boost in XP for being the team MVP. It's not that big. And carrying the mission on their back because they have a skill that you needed to spam or a weapon you needed to abuse. Alright, I've gotten this far into the script without talking about the characters, which I really can't do since they're all mouthpieces that spout one-liners and go EDF when you start a mission. Each character is a cameo from prior EDF titles or a slightly stereotyped representative from a country. It's super punch-out style comedy. They make fun of themselves too. I see you writing the comment, chill the fuck out. So instead, let's talk types. I'll be separating these guys via what they do on my team, so it's easier to put this gaggle of chucka-hyucks into categories, because if I went by weapons or abilities, we'd be here long enough to beat the story and play online long enough to make friends. Unlike GojiFan 2001, who was integral to me finding out about this title and the fun it provides, my teams are squad specialized, not dual specialized, which means I don't double up unless it's by accident, which is better in my opinion. The only double ups I have are on 2 teams, and that's not going to change. Ground gunners are the units that are meant to move the earth. They are person with gun that move good, whether that's a shotgun, a rifle, a burst marksman, a bazooka, or a sniper rifle. If they have an ability that I can spam to move faster, they're leading my team. I don't care if you spin, roll, sprint, or mikasa. It's faster than walking and has a super low cooldown and a high number of uses. I mean, I'm just gonna swap to my heavy hitters once I get into the fight. Not gonna lie, you don't punch very hard unless I focus one target, and that one target has to be a fair but not good distance away. And I don't even know what that means. Flyers will consist of your wing divers, jet fighters, and other things that go up, up, and away. These guys will be your main method of moving around, as they can bob you into a fight and weave you out for retreat. This is why their weaponry mostly consists of up-close rapid-fire lasers or far-range bombers. They either sweep in close or bomb it long. Need a bigger punch? Each pale wing dive jet fight lifter is paired with a familiar special ability from their games. They do have low armor spec though, so try not to get too close when you weave in, otherwise you might just swish into getting stabbed. Support bombers are going to be anybody with their own rendition of a projectile launcher, and or a buddy who has a specific type of plane or BAM on call. Usually also paired with a movement skill that flies in a straight line quickly until told not to do so, that shines in comparison to their actual running speed, which is like getting on your knees and trying to run that way in comparison to some units' movements, where they'll slip slide all over so fast it's like they don't even know what friction is. Sucky bit is that some of these guys will have a secondary skill that just causes or summons more damage, and friendly fire is still a thing in this game. So make sure the clear the area timer doesn't become a this thing is type useless and now so are you zone counter. Melee, a unit type that I'm still trying to find an all-for-one niche with. These guys are, as I said, they use melee. The world is blown up by giant bugs and robots are ravaging the planet, and these are the kinds of people that go, that's it, I'm getting me mallet. Lances and shields, battering rams, swords, even your not very bare fists. These guys have a high run speed, fast SP gain, and special moves that clear the immediate area. Whether that's by cutting a line through it, blowing a hole in it, or telling every enemy to ignore the people with guns and look at you who has sword or fist. Sucks that most of your combos don't really work unless you're surrounded, and you probably have somewhat low armor specking, so getting surrounded is to your detriment. It's not nearly all the types of... I know. Look, it's hard to categorize these guys as Ranger, Air Raider, Wing Diver, and Fencer when there's all of this nonsense mixed into it. Most EDFs are separated by cool persons 1 through 4. This place has new Puyo Puyo persons 1 through 24 Ultimate OG Snyder's Cut rendition, now featuring Yuki from Global Defense Force Electric Boogaloo. Okay, well, why don't you have one character type that you like above all others? I do. It's ground gunners, because they move fast and shoot far. Favorite ground gunner? The Prowl Rider. The E-Needle ability is just too much fun, and I have tried to find something I like more than it, but that unit has a flaw like all others. Why? Well, you probably noticed the focus on that word squad mates. You're not walking around the battlefield on your own as part of a team. You are the team.
Boise, we're outnumbered. Call for backup.
Bitch, we are the backup. These units will be mixed and matched by you, the player, into groups of 4 so that way you can best utilize their abilities. The game has some voice lines that I swear encourage you to constantly hot swap characters on reload. I know they're probably talking about swapping mags, but it doesn't really help that the reload times are abysmal juxtaposed to how long you actually spend shooting. And the fact that each character has some sort of voice line that sounds something like, hey, you should swap characters right now, I can't do anything. Yeah, when I said that using a character gives them more armor, I didn't mean that other characters were just not in mission or off in mission doing who knows what. They follow you around and fight alongside you, taking damage and all. Swapping actually drops you from the character you were using and lets an AI take over the swappee, and they'll pick up where you left off if there are enemies around. So instead of hitting the regroup button, you can just swap to your DPS and then swap right back. Now they're backing you up. Screw whatever fight they were in originally. Utilizing these hot swaps is going to be key to fighting in this game, because in EDF OG, when you get grabbed, you just need to point the camera at the bug, hold the fire button, and pray your character squeezes the trigger long enough for the bug to die. Or if you're like this smug fuck, you just gamble it. I mean, others could help you get out of harm's way, but why rely on them? Some enemies will grab your units and in-cap them while draining their health. So you will have to swap on the fly and go free that unit once this happens. You can have your favorite character all you want. When that giant grabs your favorite launcher-toting furry OC lookalike, you're gonna have to swap. You can be stubborn and let the mission take 5 years because you move at the speed of Windows DOS, deal like no damage but look sick AF, and have no armor so you have to constantly swap anyways to res that character over and over again. This game isn't just Earth Defense Force. I mean, it is. Like, if you buy EDF 4.1 like I did and get this, the controls are more or less the same for controllers. You point, you shoot, you spec, you run, you blow shit up. This game is EDF on opium. I feel like because there aren't usually tanks and artillery backing you up and just other squaddies, you see more insects. That doesn't really help this argument that all landscapes are rather big and open, so either you see them die or you see them fooling about, but either way, you see them. Maybe because you control most of the fighting force, you just have to deal with whatever set redonkulous number of insects they usually have in a level. There's more carnage, faster progression, more explosions, and honestly, this definitely feels more like a horde shooter. Sure, there's no "you have alerted the horde" memes to do, and you basically pull up, kill bugs, and save everybody in the level while characters spout lore, huck a sledgehammer at the 4th wall, and probably say generic, cringy, comedic things.
He's slaying it, aren't you, Barry? The mothership. Thanks. Hashtag teardrop. There's even more than before. It's LTV. Woo-hoo! Hey, mothership, you listening? Put our planet back together.
Oh, he doesn't actually walk. Or they just speak in ways that make you violently angry. There's still that whole thing of how this game, for people like me, wears out your fight or flight because it harnesses that inbuilt urge to burn that insect on your wall with a flamethrower for daring to trespass on your private property. I don't see you paying any heating bills, flick! So you know the bit-rendered bugs may get to you after mission 6 in a row. Well, the fuck? Why are you so close?
Where's the gun
This game has no belong. Crap. You're a poser. Why didn't you even driven a shot?
Wrong. I may not have driven a Balam, we'll get to that in a second, but I piloted a Barga. That's right, I know the difference now. Badger calls it a Gundam, but we aren't using swords, bashing people with shields, or shooting cool laser weapons anymore. This hoe a Megazord. It may not be made from transforming vehicles, but it gives me the ability to punch Jeff Bezos in his big, blocky lizard face. This is for selling me a dock that doesn't even charge my Switch. And this is for saying you'll deliver my aunt's Black Friday Crimbo sweater in January. I ordered it last November, Anyways, there are other big beefy shooters in game, including tanks and walkers. They control like absolute doo-doo water, but they destroy crowds of enemies like nothing, provided you don't, blow yourself up or miss completely and run out of ammo, because they don't refresh that. Would I suggest this over EDF 4.1? Absolutely. It may just be the fact that I like high-octane, fast gameplay with on-the-fly tactic swaps. Maybe the fact that I just like anything that's blocky and full of bits. may also be all the optimizations since 4.1 came out in 2016. Seriously, characters from games have their movesets from the game directly. That means wing divers in EDF 4.1 just fly, and EDF 5s and EDF 5s, they dodge and dash. This game is an absolute treat. If you've never played EDF before, welcome to the club. This is my first title too. I do think you should at least get one of the original games since 4.1 is a ton of fun, and honestly, I can't do it justice by just cramming it into this script. You want a crash course on everything EDF, weapons, characters, story, all of it? Welcome to fun supplementary material. I'll be speccing out some units so I can hop into online play while I also look for a better system to try and pick up Iron Rain. But until whenever I post next, seriously, is time travel really going to be the reason we use to explain this shit? Appreciate you, Han.
Do you know the EDF? The brave warriors who defend this blue earth against hostile forces from space. The Earth Defense Force, or EDF for short. Have used their courage to defeat the aggressors, ravagers, and invaders that have threatened our very existence time and time again. And now, once again, a new evil has emerged. It has been named Dark Tyrant. Dark Tyrant descended upon the Earth and brought with it 6 motherships, initiating a terrible assault on our planet. We did what we could to defend the Earth. But their coordinated attacks tore our planet to pieces. Unable to deliver aid or reach one another, nations, governments, and the EDF were obliterated. Mankind is standing at the edge of despair. And yet, a glimmer of hope still remains. That hope is you. I'm appointing you commander of a new EDF. There are brothers and sisters who refuse to give in. Find them and build the ultimate team, so we can strike back against Dark Tyrant. This is the current state of the Earth. This is what we're supposed to be defending. I'm the general of the EDF. I'm putting you directly under my command. I'll let your tactical officer provide you with the rest of the details.
Nice to meet you, Commander. Allow me to brief you on your mission.
Hello, tech officer, who I've definitely never met before.
Giant creature signals.
Oh no, it's
Now
giant.
of all times.
I better fire my gun. I already know how to do that. I literally cannot do that yet.
Commander, the brother with you now is a ranger, trained for special operations.
Help me.
He is a highly experienced weapons expert.
Hey, my name's Earth Defender. I'm a ranger in the EDF.
Okay,
Leave
now.
anything on the ground to me.
Take command and exterminate all giant creatures.
Doing that.
Was that all of them?
I hope so.
Excellent. Great work, Commander.
Looks like you've got what it takes to lead the team to victory.
Well, a single ranger isn't really a team.
I see a blue dot. Or it could be the pink one way over there.
Boss, I'm getting a
Stairs.
signal.
My one
From a
weakness.
friendly. Looks like someone's there up ahead. Let's have them join the team. Locate the signal on your radar.
Okay.
Oh,
No problem.
That's why we're making the video.
No problem.
Oh, hey, it is a wing diver.
Let me
You
join.
know, it's the wing diver from EDF 4.
If you have an open spot, any newly found friends will immediately join your team. You now have 2 members on your team. Try switching between your teammates.
Way ahead of me.
Okay.
She is a wing diver, trained in diving down from the sky. She has lower defense than the ranger, but has the ability to fly.
He fell.
It'd be great if she could fly from one land to another now that the Earth is in pieces.
If only she were capable of long-range flight.
Yeah, we don't get that type of technology until Insect Armageddon, so...
Oh no, more enemies!
Watch this!
Let's move.
How about this instead?
It looks like your SP gauge has finished charging.
Well, I guess I shouldn't
Each
feel sorry.
teammate has their own unique
feel
special
bad.
move. Why not give it a try?
Stop whining.
Already know.
Go. Let's move.
The Ranger's Reverse Shooter XX recovers the armor of your teammates. No more enemy signals.
I knew you could do it, Commander.
Okay.
Well done, Commander. I knew we could count on you for this. Locate those still fighting on each piece of the Earth and fight back against Dark Tyrant.
Okay.
All EDF units, move out! Defend our Earth.
No problem.
Yeah, that's right, I made him respond back. I didn't even need to technically beat him. My mic didn't even need to be on.
Smoke from my plasma core! I'm gonna die! Oh, wait, we won!
This is a weird end screen to me.
Hi, I'm a wing diver. I like yams and hot cocoa. Ooh, something I'm good at?